Hey, what's up, YouTube? I thought I would do a final update on all the tanks before they get broken down. I got an offer from my job I'm a maintenance man at an apartment complex, and they just bought a place out in the country that's 32 units, and they offered me a new position out there to be lead tech, and they're going to give me a free apartment and all utilities paid. So the only downfall to that is now I get to break down and move all of these tanks. So that'll probably start happening this coming week, and hopefully I'll be all moved in by the end of next weekend. But thought I'd show them all one more time before they're broken down, which, yeah, I mean, I say it's a bad thing, but at the same time, they're all due for an overhaul anyways. So this one's doing good. Other than plants are dying off. I was just talking to Matt Weber over at Dark Star Aquatics, and I haven't been remineralizing my water. I've just been putting straight RODI in here, which is probably a good cause of why all these plants are dying off. I didn't really realize that. I need to study a little more into my Rhody unit and do a little research on that and figure all that stuff out. Didn't come with any directions or anything. I bought it used when I got the 125 over there. So, but anyways, so this one's doing pretty good. What I plan on doing, I think I may have already mentioned this in another video, but I'm going to take the 125 out there sometime this week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, depends on when the painters are done, and get the flooring guys in and get all the new floor and all that stuff put in. But yeah, get out there, set this up, and I got a 29, my old 29 gallon out in the truck that I visited the folks' house this weekend for the holidays and decided to grab that 29 so I can use that as a separate holding tank for some of these fish, just in case I can't get rid of the ones I don't want in the big tank, if I can't get rid of them in a timely fashion before I have to have all my stuff moved. So probably just run that bare bottom, put some fish in it. Both the 20s are getting completely broke down, possibly set back up and possibly not. I haven't decided yet, but the Gourami's definitely going into his own holding tank, a 10 gallon, and I'm going to start medicating him, because as you can see, that thing on his head is just getting ridiculous, and now it looks like he's got blood cells popping out of it and stuff. So he's definitely going into his own tank until we can get that figured out. But all the other fish, I probably plan on keeping them all except for that Rosie Barb right there, which she's been through a whole hell of a lot with me, and there used to be 6 of them, and with my very first move, before I really know what was going on with tanks, I switched the water over from city water to country water, and well water, and just long story short, I killed a bunch of them off. She was all floating upside down, swimming around and stuff, and somehow made it through it. So that's another one of those fish that it was an impulse buy when I first started getting into tanks, which a lot of my fish were, and now I kind of have a different plan that I want to go with, a different direction I want to steer, but I feel bad getting rid of the fish that have been with me for so long. So these are all little challenges that I'm going to have to overcome with this move, because once the tanks are set up, then I usually don't like pissing with them anymore, and I want to do everything exactly right this time, the way that I want it. So same thing with that tank. I got to decide whether I'm going to keep or get rid of the fish. I really like them all, but the Crebensis is definitely going. I can't take his jerk-ass attitude anymore. He's just got the rest of these fish cornered and petrified in here, so I don't want him to start doing that in the 125 too to some of the fish that mean a little more to me. So he's getting rehomed for sure, and the 2 plecos and the 46 are for sure getting rehomed. Other than that, I'm still torn between on all my fish. So anyways, yeah, get out there, get the 125 set up, get the fish switched over. Probably the 2 angels, the discus, and all my autos are going to go in here right off the bat, and then I'm going to start thinking real hard on some of the other fish I plan to keep in here and go from there. I definitely want to buy some new autos and stuff, but I'm going to have to let the tank establish for a while and you know, get the algae built up and stuff so they can graze around and do their thing. But yeah, and then for after that, the rest of them I'm going to cram into the 29 until I get the 46 moved back out there. Sorry about the house is a mess. I'm preparing to move and all this stuff. But yeah, then get that set back up. Get the fish that I plan on keeping in there for good and go from there. So no matter what, the 125 and the 46 are getting set back up, and I'm going to have 2 10-gallons down here for sure, which one is going to be the cherry shrimp. They're getting completely overhauled because this is the strangest science experiment of a tank that I've ever had. I've got a huge snail overpopulation. I've got the oh, I'm drawing a blank here. But anyways, the worms that I've got, it's definitely not going to focus. But I mean, if you just look at the glass on this thing and the substrate real close, there's so many different kinds of microorganisms and crazy stuff that I've never seen before that definitely worries me. I'm noticing a smaller number on my shrimp. So I'm ripping everything out of here. It's all getting a peroxide bath. Probably ditch the substrate altogether because I don't want a chance reintroducing anything back into the tank. The peroxide may kill the flame moss off, but it's getting it too. I'm not making, I'm taking every precaution that I possibly can. It's all getting dipped and redone, and hopefully get this tank rolling right so I can get that 32-gallon project set up. And I really do want to be a shrimp keeper, but so far the trial and errors have been more errors than anything, so we're going to keep it rolling. I know there's at least 5 or 6 good and healthy ones in here, so that's enough to start a colony. Maybe order another batch once I'm out there and confident with the tank and get them rolling. I really want to try the red crystals, but if I can't even keep these cherry shrimp alive, then I'm not going to go spending a bunch of money on that and waste my money, long story short. So that's just a pretty quick update. I don't want to make this go on forever, but kind of for my own purposes too, I wanted one last shot of all the tanks that I've put so much time and effort into, and hopefully look forward to a lot better things now that I've been doing loads of research on everything. I've researched all my plants a lot better. I know a lot more about my substrates and filtration and lighting and all of that stuff. So yeah, look for a lot better things to come. And by the way, one thing that I forgot to hit on, I wired up 2 of those 10-watt LEDs, and I'm loving I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but I'm loving the shimmer effect and everything that these are having. So probably keep the T5s on the 125 for now, just because they're there and I don't have to spend any extra money. It's going to cost me a lot to make this move in the first place, so go from there. But yeah, once I set this back up, I'm probably going to get 2 30 watts of those, and then the 10 watts I'm going to mount up underneath right there where the 10 gallons are going to be, and I think this is just going to be a really, really sweet setup. So the other 10 gallon, I'm not sure what I'm going to have in it yet. I may try and do a Cory cat breeding project or something. I don't know. I got so many things turning around in my head right now that I got to get figured out. And this move, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but at the same time, it's time for a fresh start on everything. It gives me a chance to start over now that I know more of what I'm doing, and get rid of fish that it's gonna kind of break my heart to do, but I just got to do it. I've got these plans in my head, and it's just not going to work out having a couple of the fish that I have right now. So time to rehome some stuff. This is the chance to start over. So hope everybody enjoyed these tanks. It'll probably be the last time you see them. Alright, thanks for watching. Later.